Welcome. Today we will be discussing Of Mice and Men, a novella written by John Steinbeck in 1937. This book was based off of Steinbeck's own experiences working alongside a migrant camp. The book is important in literature curriculum because it teaches students lessons of compassion towards others and the values of friendship. Of Mice and Men follows two migrant workers and childhood friends, George and Lennie, who are on the way to work on a ranch. Lennie has an intellectual disability and is dependent on George for guidance and protection. George, while he finds life with Lennie to be sometimes challenging, is equally devoted to Lennie and values their friendship. They share a dream of owning their own land, having their own farm, and keeping rabbits. They had to leave their previous work because Lennie had unintentionally caused them trouble. Lennie also has an affinity for petting soft things like animals, but often accidentally kills them because he pets them too hard. On the way to the ranch, George sees that Lennie is petting a dead mouse and throws it away, fearing that Lennie will catch a disease from it. When they arrive at the ranch, George tells the boss that Lennie is his cousin and that he was kicked in the head by a horse when he was a kid. They are hired and meet Candy the handyman, Slim the mule driver, who holds a lot of authority on the ranch, and Curley, who is the boss's son. Curley is mean-spirited, jealous, holds a Napoleon complex, and is newly married. Lennie is immediately attracted to Curley's wife, and George tells him to stay away from her. Slim comments on George and Lennie's friendship, saying how rare their friendship is. Slim then gives Lennie one of the puppies his dog has given birth to, and they convince Candy to put his old, suffering dog out of its misery. Candy approaches George and Lennie about their dream farm, offering them his life savings to help them purchase it at the end of the month, in exchange for living with them on the farm. Later on, Curley tries to pick a fight with Lennie, but gets his hand crushed, and Slim has to persuade him not to fire George and Lennie. The next night, George leaves Lennie at the ranch in order to go out into town with some of the other workers on the ranch. Lennie is approached by Curley's wife, who flirts with him until the others come back home. The next day, Lennie accidentally kills his puppy in the barn and is consoled by Curley's wife. She tells him of her dreams of being a movie star and lets him touch her soft hair. Lennie grabs her hair too tightly and she cries out in pain. Lennie panics and tries to get her to quiet down, but accidentally breaks her neck. Lennie flees to the Salinas River, where George told him to go if they ever got in trouble, and the men all return to the barn to discover what has happened. They form a lynch party and George finds Lennie. Lennie thinks that George will scold him, but George instead talks about their dream of owning their farm and keeping rabbits. George then shoots Lennie, a sign of mercy, as he knows that it will be better than being killed by the party. The lynch party finds them, and George leaves with Slim, the only one who understands what has happened. Of Mice and Men covers several themes, including the values of friendship, dreams, dealing with loneliness, and the tension between strength and weakness, seen in the contrast between Lennie and George. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to English Language and Literature for more English learning content. Thanks for watching!